There was once a man who lived an ordinary life, yet carried an extraordinary restlessness within him. He woke each morning, did his work, spoke with people, laughed at times, suffered at others, but beneath everything, a quiet unease remained. It felt as though life was happening to him, not as him. He felt like a small island surrounded by a vast, unpredictable world. Often, while sitting alone at night, a question arose without invitation. Who is this me who is living this life? He tried to answer with his name, his family, his memories, his successes and failures. Yet none of them felt complete. Each answer felt like clothing worn temporarily, not the body itself. One day he heard of the Buddha, a man said to have seen through the roots of suffering. People spoke of peace around him, not the peace of comfort, but the peace of deep understanding. Without much planning, the man left his home and walked toward the place where the Buddha was staying. When he finally stood before the Buddha, he did not feel the urge to impress or debate. Words fell from him honestly. I feel separate. Even among people, I feel alone. Please tell me, what am I missing? The Buddha looked at him quietly, as if listening not only to his words, but to the silence behind them. Then he asked, "When you say I, what exactly are you referring to?" The man opened his mouth to reply, then stopped. He realized he had never truly looked. There was a body sitting there, breathing, warm, changing. There were thoughts appearing and disappearing. There were emotions rising and falling like waves. But where was the owner of all this? Seeing his confusion, the Buddha said softly, "Search carefully. Do not assume. Observe." The man closed his eyes. He watched his breath come and go. He watched sensations in his body shift. He watched thoughts appear, memories, hopes, fears, and dissolve on their own. No thought asked permission to come. No thought stayed forever. After a long silence, he opened his eyes and whispered, "I cannot find a solid me. There is experience, but no center." The Buddha nodded. This is the first seeing. When you look for one, no permanent one is found. The man felt both relief and fear. If there was no fixed self, what had he been protecting all his life? The Buddha sensed this and continued, "Do not be afraid. What is unreal cannot be lost." Later, the Buddha asked him to walk by a river. The water flowed endlessly, never the same from one moment to the next. "Tell me," the Buddha said, "is this river one thing or many?" The man replied, "It looks like one river, but it is made of countless drops. And are those drops separate from the clouds, the rain, the ocean?" The man watched the water more closely. He could not find where the river truly began or ended. "No," he said slowly, "they are all connected." The Buddha smiled. "In the same way, you believe you are one thing facing another. But where exactly is the line between you and the world?" The man felt the breeze on his skin, heard distant sounds, noticed his breath mixing with the air around him. The idea of inside and outside began to soften. What he called self and world appeared more like movements within a single field. Days passed as he stayed near the Buddha. He was not given complex philosophies or rituals. Again and again, he was guided back to simple watching, seeing without naming, hearing without choosing, feeling without resisting. At first, the mind kept returning to old habits. It tried to claim experiences. "I am calm. I am distracted. I am progressing." Each time, the Buddha gently pointed out, that too is just a thought. One evening, while sitting quietly, something subtle shifted. Sounds were happening: crickets, wind, distant voices, but there was no sense of a listener separate from the sound. There was seeing, but no observer standing apart. Life was unfolding effortlessly, without a manager. In that moment, a deep understanding arose, not as an idea, but as a direct seeing. There was no isolated one here. There were not two things facing each other. What existed was one seamless process, appearing as many forms. Fear, which had quietly shaped his life, lost its foundation. If there was no separate self, who could be threatened? If there were not two, what could truly oppose anything else? The Buddha later said to him, "When there is no one, there are not two. When there are not two, conflict ends." The man returned to his village after some time. Externally, nothing dramatic had changed. He still worked, spoke, and rested like before. But inwardly, the struggle to define and defend himself had fallen away. When anger arose, it passed without becoming an enemy. When joy appeared, it was enjoyed without being possessed. Life moved freely, like the river he once watched. People noticed a difference and asked, "What did you gain from the Buddha?" He answered simply, "I lost what never truly existed." The seasons continued to change. Bodies aged. Forms came and went. Yet beneath all movement, there was a quiet wholeness that never divided itself into one and other. There was living, but no separate liver. There was knowing, but no knower apart from it. There was experience, but no owner.